blueprints are the main programming concept that Unreal uses for, or that we're going to be using for this class for Unreal. And when I mean programming concepts and programming, right, this is how we're going to actually code the system to do what we want it to do. So the blueprints are basically, it's a visual scripting system or block system, because you get these little blocks of things that do stuff. And it allows you to create gameplay mechanics, interactions, complex systems, and you don't have to actually write the individual code that goes along with it. So each color, right, you can see I have an example up on this board or on the screenshot. They all have, the colors signify stuff, right? So the red here, that's an events trigger. So basically when certain things happen, where this one is beginning play, so when you hit the play button, it's going to come in here and it's going to come and add the sphere collision, which is the blue one, and for that. So every time you begin play, it's going to go on this path, right? The blue one, blue and green, are both considered functions. What a function is, it's reusable sections of code that lets you do something. Anything that you want it to do. It could be you want it to move, right? In this instance, we're doing it where we're adding a sphere collision. We're adding an object where we're going to check to see if something touched it. If something touched it, it's going to go on a loop, right? This isn't really doing anything. I'm just using it as an example. So that's that, right? And this is get player character. So this is checking to see if the player is the one that touched the sphere, then it's going to do something. And you can see that there's stuff on the functions that come from the left and go to the right. You kind of follow where the arrows, like the little square things, they're kind of arrow-like. And that means that's the path that it's going to go. So things are coming out of event, right? So you can see this event begin doesn't have anything on the left because the thing on the left is it started the game, right? You started playing. But then it has a little arrow kind of pointing to the right and an arrow and a line coming out of it that goes into the sphere collections and collisions. And some of the other ones just have a link between them, so it's not that big of a deal. And then there's on the right hand side of the function, there's an output. So this is input, this is output. And so it's going to say, oh, we're going to have this, we're going to send that information out here to the for loop. And a for loop is a programming concept, which just means that for as many times as you have an index, you're going to cycle through. But you don't have to know that right now. Just know that the white ones, the white boxes, are their logic tools. So like the loop is logic, like a conditional thing where you're checking to see if something is true or false. That would also be a conditional. So that's what's going to be here. And there are other colors that are kind of like different ones, but you could have a variable, which is just a placeholder to save data, save a value of data that you want to look at. So that's what all the parts of the blueprints mean. To create a new blueprint, you'd go to the content drawer, you click blueprints, and you click actor, and you'd create a new blueprint that way. So let's go do that in the next video.